So my name is Christopher Hendricks. I am the president of Duncan Supply Company. We are an 86-year-old, privately family-owned distribution company of HVAC and refrigeration and food service parts and equipment. Ever since 2015, we have contracted Jared to host our Christmas parties. Every year we have a company Christmas party where we bring in all employees from all 10 of our locations into one central event. And Jared has completely taken over the operation of running games and different events within the party. So during my research process, initially, as I said, I had found Jared through the wedding services. What actually stood out was I came across a name of somebody that worked for him at the time that I recognized, and that got me prompting a phone call for a meeting. And the employee that I happened to know wasn't available, and we met with Jared and immediately fell in love with Jared and everything that he was about and everything that he stood for. So we knew that was a perfect fit for us. When we looked at the corporate side, our company Christmas parties had been kind of falling in popularity. People still like to come, but there wasn't as much entertainment, if you will. So we thought, how can we bring some entertainment back? How can we bring some excitement back? And hands down, it made perfect sense. I've got a guy. Let me call Jared and see if he does or is interested in something like this. And little did I know, he already did it. So it was perfect. It was a perfect fit. So I wanted somebody who could control the party, who could control the room, capture everybody's attention, hold it, and not let it go for 3 hours. First email to after the event, typically my responses come within a matter of minutes. Jared's always been conscientious of time. He is quick to see it, quick to respond, even if it's a matter of, hey, I've seen it, I'm acknowledging that I've seen it, I'll answer in depth here shortly to give you more, so I can properly answer your question. But as far as communication, it's flawless. It's funny that that's one of the questions. How have the events gone? For the last 4 years, it's progressively gotten better and better and better. The first year that we had Jared, there were a lot of people unsure. They heard, hey, this is a major change, major culture shock. People didn't know what to think about it. After the event, the first event, I had people come up to me who had been employed with us for some 20, some 40 years, and they said this was the best Christmas party they've ever been to. It was something new, it was outside the box, it was today, and they said, hands down, you have to keep doing it. And so year after year, it's progressively gotten better. Our attendance is higher than it's ever been, not only from an employee standpoint, but as we've grown, we add more employees, but from a percentage of employment population, the percentage is growing of how many people are actually attending. So after the events, everybody is, well, before the event, that's the beautiful thing, is before the events, everybody asks me, everybody comes up, hey, so what are we doing this year? What are we doing this year? I don't know. Certainly, if I wanted to be a part of the planning process, as I'm sure a lot of employers are, they want to know exactly what they're going to be doing, what they're in store for. The first year that we used Jared for a corporate event, we planned it out. I knew ahead of time. We said, yeah, this would fit us, this wouldn't fit us. After the first year, I said, I trust you completely. You know me from a personal standpoint, having worked with us in the past, now twice. You've now worked with our company. This is what you do. You're the expert. I don't want to know. I don't want to know because I'd like to kind of be surprised. But on the second point, I don't want people to ask me, which inevitably they still do. Hey, what are we doing? What's the plan? What games are we doing tonight? I don't know. You'll have to wait and see. So everybody's excited, genuinely excited for what is in store every year when they come. And afterwards, I've not heard a single negative of they didn't have a good time, or that this didn't work, or this was a bad idea. Everybody has over the moon with excitement, enjoyment. It's a great time. Frankly, at this point, through our relationship with JWE Entertainment, I truthfully could not see anybody else running any events that we do. Not only being Christmas parties, any other events where we need somebody to, whether it be an MC an event, to host an event, or even just a company party that we might be putting together where we need additional help. There's nobody else I'd rather call. I'm already looking forward, thinking a few years into the future, thinking for, okay, when our 100th anniversary comes around, which is going to come quickly, what are we going to do? And who's going to be running that? And where's it going to be? And all these questions are starting to come up, and already, hands down, there's no question Jared has to be involved. Book it as quick as you can. There's a reason I say that, and it's not because, hey, hands down, just do it, but it's because things book up fast, and things book up fast for a reason. It's because they're good at what they do. They're building and have built a reputation for themselves, and you won't regret taking the chance. The one piece that has stood out for me year after year, event after event, was really noticed during my wedding. And that was the reason that it made so much sense to continue into corporate events, was that the ability to control the room, the ability to host the party. When meeting with Jared the very first time, he said something to me that I didn't take into consideration. I hadn't even begun to think about. And I think that's most people's case the first time they ever get married, is that you want the person who's running the show to run the show. They're the ones that control the party. They're the ones that make the gears turn. And you're hiring somebody who can do that. And if you make the wrong choice, your party it'll be known. I mean, your party will go the way you would expect it to. So you're hiring a personality. You're hiring the entertainer, if you will. And so it was hands down the eye-opening experience right there that said, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. Fast forward to that day, he controlled the party. He controlled the room. He didn't, I wouldn't say he begged the room for the attention, but he demanded it. And the room gave him the attention, and in turn, he was successfully able to run that party, which, fast forward 5 years later, the reason he's doing our corporate events is because he can capture that attention, he can capture that audience, and he can run a successful show. You know, as a private business owner, as a family-owned company, we pride ourselves in doing business with family-owned companies. They're getting fewer and fewer today, and our bread and butter is dealing with family-owned businesses. And when it comes to taking care of our employees, I can't imagine doing things differently. So we thrive on dealing with family-owned businesses. JWE Entertainment is just that. It's Jared Wade's. It's Maggie Wade's. It belongs to the Wade family. And the Wade family is ever so present in their events. And you know you're dealing with family. And when you're dealing with family, you're dealing with good people. So if there's anything else I could say, it's not even taking a chance. It's not taking a risk. It's doing the right thing.